Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode of my podcast. Now, what was I talking about? My name is V Noir, and today I am joined by my good friend Aya, who's over here. If you're watching the visual version of this, it's my 20th episode, and I thought it would be really special to bring on another interviewer and even more special to do a visual version of it. And so we are talking about the movie called The Show. It came out in 2020. It was created by Alan Moore, who primarily writes comic books, but he has finally ventured into making his own movies. And the show is about a man's search for a stolen artifact, and it leads him to the haunted town filled with voodoo gangsters, masked adventurers, Depression-era private eyes, and a violent chiaroscura of women. Uh, which is kind of intense, but it's pretty fun. It's a crazy ride. And yeah. So let's talk about the show. We're talking about the show this
Yes,
week.
the show, the
It
movie, the show.
No, I know. And it's like, do we ever actually see the show that they're talking
Exactly.
about? Um, but yes, Aya is a illustrator, a perfume enthusiast. We're both
Yes,
mega fans of Alan Moore, and it's like,
yes,
I love goth Santa, as I love
yes.
to
He's
call him.
awesome.
I'm like, he's great, he's great. But like I remember when this I think I like came across an article or something
Mhm,
that was like Alan Moore makes movie, and like he's just in the past talked about how like any of his comics that he's written, like V for Vendetta, The Watchmen, and all this
mhm.
stuff, like how any of his comics should stay comics. He
Yeah,
doesn't really believe in adaptations. Um, and I think like he would um give the money from that to like the illustrators that worked on
yeah.
the comics, right? Which is really cool.
It's cool. I mean, it is cool.
Like he's such a nice guy.
Artists supporting artists.
Literally. I mean, more of that, right?
Yes, we need more of that.
Not the AI
Yeah,
nonsense.
please, no more of that. So,
Jesus.
yay, Alan Moore! Thank you for making or writing the story that became the show movie.
And
Movie.
also starred in it.
Yes,
Yes.
that was cool. I really liked his not a cameo, his appearance. Yes, that's the word.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I had already seen it. I saw it when it released. But watching it a second time, there was so many different like little things that I noticed of like the different posters,
Hmm.
and like it's like he was kind of creeping into
Yeah, you
it.
see him in the photographs. He was on the TV, being interviewed on the
Hmm.
blog, and I'm like,
It's just like,
okay, getting snippets. Is that him? I don't think that's him.
yeah, and it's like he's this presence that's kind of just, oh, like kind of over the whole town because they're in
Mhm.
Northampton, which I think he's from. I would have to look that up.
Yeah, I have
Um,
to. Uh,
but I feel like he's based some of his comics in that town too.
mhm.
So I'm like, okay, he's very connected to that area of
Yeah.
England. Silly guy, he's a silly guy. And we get to hear him sing.
Yes.
It's like he's got vocals.
Yes, I know. I mean, multi-talented man.
No, he is. He is. Um, so okay. So to get into the show, it's wild.
Mhm.
So okay, did you catch that, or the guy that we're following? Um, he says his name is Steve.
Yes.
Then he says his
And he
name,
says his name is Bob.
and that he's related to the guy that he's looking for.
Hmm.
And then we get his actual name.
Yeah, later down the line.
Yeah. And it was just like, so who is this guy? he's acting like he's a private eye.
Mhm.
He's trying to find his brother,
Yeah.
allegedly, and all this stuff. And it's like, what are you doing? What is, what's happening? Because I think even when I initially watched it, I kind of went in and I was like, I don't really know
Mhm.
what this is about. Um, and then, okay, I think you were talking about like the hacker thing too.
Yes.
You trying to figure that out?
I was trying to figure out 'cause you got from the initial scenes after you know he's hacker, which is actually also the librarian that he initially meets.
Yeah, that was like the
You
first scene. He meets this
yeah, that's the
librarian,
first one of the
and
first
he
scenes.
and he like hacks into the hospital database to find
Yeah.
out what happened to James Mitchum, who
Mhm.
is the guy that our main character is following. And it's like,
Mhm. How do you
what?
have these powers? But it's implied that he was a vigilante. Let me say that right.
Yeah,
Vigilante, and you see flashes of his pictures when he was in his youth and how he just
yeah.
mysteriously disappeared or whatever. So it's like I still didn't quite catch who he was though, but I guess he got into his zone when he wore the mask
So
with
like
the
weird
blue mask with
with
the
a lightning
lightning
bolt.
bolt. Like,
Yeah.
okay, if it helps with the hacking, do what you got to do. Okay.
My impression of him was that it was like his dad was the one that was the vigilante, and
Oh,
then he
that
grew
makes
into it,
more sense.
right? And he kind of took the helm of
That
it.
makes more sense.
Cause like when we get him, cause after the whole library thing, we get him in this really fancy, rich house.
But notice how he was eating a microwave dinner.
He's like, "What are we doing?"
He was
He's like,
doing all that for a microwave dinner.
fancy,
I thought that was hilarious.
really gorgeous, like furniture, all those
Candlelit.
candles, and then
Yes.
microwave dinner. And then he takes out his laptop and he's like hacking away. And
That
I'm
makes more
like,
sense that he's the son of that vigilante because
yeah,
the time period makes sense and it actually makes sense of why he would put the mask on because he's
yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm conjuring up the spirit of my
his
father."
dad. Because like when they
'Cause I'm
showed
like,
the
"Why is he wearing this mask?"
Because I was like, I feel like he was more like taking it over. Because when they showed that photo of like older
Mhm,
guy, younger guy, I just
mhm.
assumed the dad was the one. Because we do get like, it's like this is so written in like a comic book sort of
Yeah,
structure. Because
yeah.
we do get these like little snippets of things like all throughout the
Mhm,
whole movie. And it's like we do get a snippet, I think, of like talking about when the initial like stuff that his dad did was happening, because I think
mhm.
his dad was more like um not an eco-terrorist, but
Yeah.
like he did something adjacent,
Mhm,
but and wore that mask.
mhm.
I'm like,
See, I
oh,
caught that part, but I missed the part where they showed I guess I didn't notice the father and son thing, so I was like, "Oh, it's the same guy." That makes more sense.
it was like a part of a montage.
Yeah, the montage. I just because I got the image, but I was more focused on the masked guy, so
Well,
I was
because
like,
it's like, what is that?
yeah, exactly. Like, who's this
Yeah,
guy?
very Watchmen of him. He can't escape.
Exactly.
And like, and it's like I have to reread Watchmen anyway because I know that because I was skipping over like all the like text
Mhm.
between the like chapters, and I know there's a story within that, but I was like, I was like,
You're
let's
like, now
get
I'm
back
gonna go
to
back
the
and read that.
yeah, and I'm like I read that like in my 20s too, so
Mhm.
um I wasn't as caring about
Yeah,
literature. I guess I wasn't as appreciative
yeah.
of literature and taking everything fully as it was
Mhm.
in my 20s, and it's like, no, if someone is presenting you this,
Yeah, it's like
it's all
it's for a
important.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is all important, not
Mhm.
not, oh, I mean, obviously, like how we're doing with House of Leaves, it's like we can do what we want.
Yeah.
We
But
can
I
take our
mean, there's some parts that are like, okay, I'm gonna have to take my time with these these footnotes that are chapters
Yes.
in and of themselves.
Which we're in our two-person book club, FYI, where we're reading. Oh, and I have it like right here. We're reading this
House of
thick
Leaves.
ass book. Hassle. This is how far we've
Yeah.
gotten. And I'm at the part where, yeah, literally. Actually, do I see it? Oh, I guess I could read a little bit more before I have to go back to the footnote.
Yeah.
Because this footnote is
It's like
crazy.
a page and a half
It's just
of footnotes.
this is still the footnote.
Yeah.
Okay. It ends there. It ends there. But it felt like there was a lot, and I was like, he's going on a tangent. But basically, what is it? The book is about a house that's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside,
Hmm.
and how there was a documentary made about that and all the circumstances around it. But this stuff doesn't actually exist.
Hmm.
Right? And it's like, what's happening?
I know. You're just trying. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. Back to the whole the show. It is in like a comic book style, and
Yeah.
Alan Moore is a very um how do I say this? He's a very illustrative comic book writer, which is like duh, but I say that in that the writing portion of his works are important, just as important as the visuals. He doesn't. He's not
Mhm.
a very sparse writer, so you see a lot of imagery as you're reading his work in general,
No, yeah,
alongside with the actual visuals.
yes, exactly. Like he's so descriptive.
Yeah, that's the word. Descriptive.
We got there. We got there. Um, I do love his style of writing. Um, he's just an interesting dude too, just in general.
Yes.
He's a weird guy, weird little
Have you
British guy.
watched his video? I know another tangent. Have you watched his interview about how he saw a fourth dimensional being?
That's what
Or
I was literally gonna bring that up.
I was like, what? I
Or
was
it was
like,
like, or it was like he was talking about like, three, like we're in the three-dimensional world, but
mhm,
then there is the fourth dimension, and then there's also the fifth dimension.
yeah,
And then he's going on and on about like interacting with these entities that exist on these other planes.
yeah.
And then it's like, what?
Like, demon? No, I'm kidding.
And he's saying it in such a like straight,
Hmm.
like just, I'm not joking.
He's like,
I
yeah,
seriously
I went on a journey.
and it's like, okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
ah.
It's like how I was trying to read this comic he came out with in the early 2000s called I think Promethea, I think it's called.
Mhm.
And I was specifically wanting to read it because he said he wrote it with the intention of like casting a spell essentially
Mm.
and like doing magic, and I'm like,
Mhm.
where is the magic? I need to need to find out what you were trying to cook, Alan Moore. Like what were you doing here? But so it's like going back to the show, we have the librarian who
Mhm.
is also a vigilante,
Mhm.
right? And that's one of a repeating character that we get throughout the movie who's like working in the
Yes.
background because he's a hacker who I think I wrote down one of his like things.
I think he
Uh
tracked down Marks.
So I wrote down one of the little headlines that we got because I'm like, I do have my notes. I have a lot. I have a
Nice.
good. I was like, let me write down just fun little things, just like the different signs and stuff that are kind of funny.
Mhm.
But one of the things was mystery hacker destroys drug cartel.
Oh,
And that was from a Mercury and Herald headline. So it was like a news article
yeah,
headline. So it was just like, okay, so he's a hacker that sort of brings down bad guys and
yeah.
like shuts down cartels and things.
Mhm.
But that's why he ends up following our main character because he knows that our main character is some kind of bad, and
Yeah.
people end up dead around him,
Mhm.
right?
True. Mhm.
Hmm. But we don't fully know yet who he actually is. We just know,
Yeah, what his deal is.
right? We just know he's looking for this guy,
Mhm.
and now at this point, he's going to the hospital to find
Mhm.
him and everything. And that Morgue guy was kind of crazy.
My vampire name is Orlok.
Oh,
Oh, that's how he
but you
answers the
wouldn't
phone.
care. But you wouldn't care.
Yeah,
You
but you
wouldn't know
wouldn't care.
that.
But you
You
wouldn't
wouldn't know.
know.
You
But
wouldn't.
thanks for
It's like,
that.
okay, Cleve, because I wrote down his name. Um, that was so weird. I'm like, everybody's such a character in this. Um, and yeah, the morgue guy was just like, oh yeah, sure, let's just go down to the morgue and you can look at this body. I'm not gonna check ID.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you who you are. Well, I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
assume what you
believe
told me
you.
is true.
I'm just gonna believe that what you told me is the truth. And it's like,
Mhm.
huh?
It's like,
It could be anybody.
this is unique,
Y'all are too
unique hospital.
trusting. And also, FYI, for people listening, this is a 2-hour movie. So
Yes.
we are gonna we're gonna I mean, we're gonna move it along, but we're gonna break down every little thing, and this is just barely the beginning
Yeah, this
of
is
the
the beginning, like the
film.
first 5 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm like, I initially missed that bit with the librarian. So when I was watching it, like I was saying earlier, it's like I was like, who the fuck is this hacker guy in
Like
his
what?
fancy home?
With his microwave dinner.
I
That
was
was
so
just a nice
confused.
touch.
I was like, why do we keep going back to him? What is he doing? Why is he hacking into these cameras and looking for Fletcher? That's his real name.
Yes.
Fletcher is
Fletcher
his real name.
Dennis.
Fletcher Dennis. Um so funny he calls himself Steve though. Completely unrelated. Um and so a thing that kind of propels the story is the morgue guy bringing up how one of his last words was where's Faith gone?
Yeah.
And how there was a woman that came in at the exact same time as him.
Hmm. In
Um,
faith.
named Faith, yeah.
Hmm.
So our protagonist is like, let's just check that out.
Yeah.
And of course, it ended up being like autoerotic asphyxiation. I'm like, and she was hella embarrassed about it too. She's just like, oh
Yeah.
god, because her dad is like a preacher.
Yeah. Of course. And I love how the cop was chastising her. It's like, you and your dirtiness, like, don't waste our time. You're so irresponsible. Like,
It's like,
okay,
damn, it's not my fault.
like,
Jesus.
sorry, I almost died.
Literally. I mean, of course, it's like more her partner's fault than her fault, but and then of course, oh, our protagonist asked her like, "Have you seen this cross? Did he come in with a cross?
And
Like,
he's
can you
looking for this necklace. That's the artifact that he's looking for.
yes.
It's like a gold cross with a ruby or some sort of red stone in the middle.
Yes, exactly." And so, which was so weird because it's like he's like, "Oh, I just wanted to see how you're doing. My brother, not brother, died when you came in at the same time." But also, was he wearing a cross? Like,
Yeah, it's like, was he wearing a necklace?
it's
Jewelry?
like,
Anything?
it's like, huh? Weird.
Yeah, it's like, but that was enough. That was enough when I think when they were talking more and she exchanges information with him and
Hmm.
th- they meet. He eventually goes back to her place,
Yeah,
and when he asks about the jewelry, that's when she uses her own investigative skills because she's a journalist, and she's like,
turns
"You're
out.
not his brother."
Is that even your real name?
Like, oh, she's good.
No, exactly. She picked that up real fast. But I'm like, before we even get to her place,
Mhm,
he follows a whole other lead of like, oh, that guy, his brother,
mhm,
um, was at a club.
mhm.
And then we meet this other guy who's hella funny.
Who's unreliable narrator, but also actually helpful.
He's like, oh no, I don't remember that. Oh wait, actually, I do. He just kept
Every
doing
other line.
that. It was
Oh,
just
I'm
like,
100% sure. Oh, wait, maybe I'm not. Oh, no, no, I'm sure.
just like, are you sure
Uh,
or not sure?
I
He's
know.
like, he absolutely, he for certain was wearing the. Actually, he wasn't. Oh,
What's going on?
and then like from that club, because so basically, the guy that he's trying to find, James Mitchell, who he
Mhm.
found dead. He was at this club being kind of a weirdo. I'm like, oh no, my
Yeah.
tails. Um, being kind of a weirdo because there was like what some like Nazi. No, 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 no. He had a Hitler mustache.
Hitler mustache, but he was
A
a flamboyant
performer.
EDM performer,
Yes.
artistic performance artist, electronic dance music performer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Dang, I'm like dropping all my things.
Oh no.
I'm like, I think his name, oh, the performer's name was Herbert Sherbert.
Yes, Herbert Sherbert.
Because I was like, I know I wrote these names. I know I wrote some names down, but apparently not all of them. Um, I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. So at the club, aside from the bouncer who both remembers and doesn't remember, we also meet this woman named Monica
Yes.
Beardsley, who has
Yes.
the two-tone hair,
Repartee hair,
the
half
black
black,
one.
half white.
Love her.
Hmm.
And
She
right
has a
up,
whole black and white theme going on. She's even seen painting her nails later, half black, half white. Okay, she's committed.
she's very committed. And I also just realized for people that are only listening, we're wearing striped shirts
We're
because
wearing
our
striped shirts like the main character of our movie.
yes, but you match him more than I do
Yeah, I
because
have my
he was
black
wearing
and
a
red striped shirt.
exactly, exactly. But I was like, I had to write down some lines that I thought were funny, but like from Monica Beardsley, her just saying, haven't got an imagination, thoughts, it's a waste of time. It's just like, oh my god. She's just like, I remember everything.
Yeah,
I know what happened. I don't have
she's
an
doing her own
imagination though.
thing.
I never think. I never think. Waste of time. It's just like, okay.
It's like, okay, Monica.
She's silly, like very stern looking.
Mhm.
Oh, that was the thing. She interacted with the guy that got killed or that died.
Yeah.
Because he was like touching on her, like being a
Mhm.
creep.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh, I remember him." And I
Yeah,
hit
she
him
she whacked him in the face. She
with a
whacked him in the face with a pineapple.
yeah, so his face is like kind of messed up from that while he's in the morgue. And then oh, okay. And then before we get to Faye's apartment,
Mhm.
Steve slash Bob slash Fletcher, he um he finds a place to stay,
Mhm.
essentially.
He's
And like
investigating.
well he yes, 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 because this is where what is he doing? What are you doing? No. I'm like, can't have that in the background. I know, I get triggered. Um, my cat was just about to do biscuits on a plushie, but he used to hump this plushie.
Oh no!
So whenever he does that, I'm like,
Don't
I
do it. Don't
I
do
don't
it.
he doesn't hump anymore because he's neutered, but sometimes. He might. It hasn't happened in a while, but I'm like, I get triggered. I can't because it like that's why this plushie looks
Oh my gosh.
like oh god. And it's this and it's the big guy specifically. I'm like, my cats are in the background. Um, but yeah, so he's going on these adventures. He has another clue, and this is where um James was staying before he passed, and the person that opens it is talking about how it's the heart of darkness walking towards, but she's crying and like freaked out. Um, not because of James dying. Well, yes,
She's
because
like,
of
I couldn't care less. She's like, oh, it's because the rent was gonna go up.
no, because he was gonna cover the rent. So they
Yeah.
didn't have enough rent with him dead. But now that our protagonist showed up, he's like, oh my god, thank God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, I don't want to get kicked out.
uh,
It's just like,
so
okay.
funny.
I don't think I wrote her name down. But she
I think it's
was
Becky.
thirsty.
I think it. Oh yeah, she was. It's Becky.
I think you're right.
And she's hungry too because she's always snacking on something. Like the only scene we don't see her eating is the initial scene when we meet her when she's crying at the door.
No, you're right. You're right. But she's thirsting
Yeah,
our
she's
main
thirsty and
character.
hungry. Oh yeah, she's like, so oh man of my dreams. Like she
You.
comes off really strong.
Yeah. She's like, and you're into Buddhism? Wow. You're a thinker. It's like, calm down.
It's like you
Jesus.
don't even know his name.
Right. But, well, he told him Steve.
Oh,
But,
well, you don't know his real name, so
or his real occupation.
oh, you're a man of my dreams. Did I say that out loud? Okay, calm down.
Oh, man.
I
And
like her.
then,
She's funny.
no, she was funny. She was like, I'm just trying to make sure rent is paid, doing my little walking tours, living her life. And then the other guy that lives there,
Hmm.
who is vegan, but also a performance artist, but
Hmm.
also,
A
oh, okay, a
comedian,
comedian.
an indie artist, like musician artist.
He's on dreamface.com.
Oh yes. He's just purposely trying to be the most obnoxious person, but that makes him likable.
Exactly. Yeah, no. He's like, ha 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 ha.
He's
But you
funny.
love me. But you love me. And he's like, what? Dreamface.com isn't Facebook. It's just them. It's like a place to write about your dreams. More specifically. And it's like, oh,
Specifically.
okay. But I love the like layout of it because it did look like old internet.
Yeah, like what was it? Angel Fire
Oh my god.
or GeoCities? That would be
Oh god.
accurate. Good times.
Not the throwbacks.
That's
The
good
kids
times.
don't
Good times.
know. The kids
Kids
don't
don't know. They
know.
don't know what they're missing.
Um, and I'm like, okay. I'm trying to remember how it goes from him meeting those detectives. I guess he goes there because he sees like a sign, right, for the Michelson and Morley Detective
Detective
Agency.
agency, yes. Oh, it's because
And
it's I think when he was walking either from the library or to the house where Becky and I can't remember the other guy's name lives.
yes, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, he saw advertisement, I'll say it the
Oh,
British way.
oh, very fancy.
Advertisement for that agency.
You're right. You're right. Because he asked Becky for directions to get there.
Mhm,
And he's like, all right, I'm going to go.
mhm.
And then he goes there, and it's like one of my favorite
I
scenes.
love that.
It's so good. Because he shows up, and it's a house, and it's this person who's obviously a mom
Yeah.
who's like, oh, da, 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 do you want. I feel like you remembered what the dessert was
Oh
called.
yeah, I think she was like, would you like some biscuits and pop? Or are you looking for Tim and other Tim? I think that's what she said first. Are you looking for Tim and other Tim?
And he's
And
like,
no, no. First he was like, "Oh, I'm looking for
the
the
agency.
agency." And he's like, "Oh, you mean Tim and other Tim?" And he's like,
Yes.
okay, yeah, Tim, another Tim." So, "Oh, would you like some biscuits and pop? The flavor of the flavor of the day is tropical. I can't remember. It was like tropical
It was very specific.
crush It's like tropical crumble cookie or something like that." Um, and I'm like, that. I was like, "Are they kids?" As soon as she said the cookies, I'm like, "Wait a minute, are these
And
still
pop.
kids?"
And
Yes,
pop.
the cookies and the biscuits rather. Biscuits and the pop. I was like, these two are
Yes.
kids, aren't they?
And then he
Oh.
goes to that backyard, and there's like this
Mhm.
outhouse looking thing. And just like the House of Leaves,
Mhm.
inside the
Much bigger on
outhouse,
the inside than the outside.
and also we get a Dutch angle.
Very very what's the name?
Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth.
I like, I think, because the last time we talked, we did talk about Battlefield Earth, which is this
Yes.
terrible movie. But Dutch angles were in my mind, so whenever this movie was in a Dutch angle, was sideways, I was like, ah, Battlefield Earth,
Battlefield
Battlefield
Earth.
Earth, ah,
Battlefield Earth.
John Travolta,
John Travolta. Ugh.
he's coming to get us. No,
I
that'd
hope
be
not.
scary. Yeah, like actually, don't come for us,
Yeah,
please.
don't come for us. Stay
He's
on the
bald.
planet Cyclo. Stay on the planet Cyclo.
Do you want lunch?
Do you want lunch? That movie is so wild.
It's
Kind of like this movie.
yeah, but this is fun wild,
Yeah,
not
this is fun
boring
wild.
wild. That was boring wild.
Yeah, yeah, Battlefield Earth is boring wild. It
And the
seems
same
kind of
like
contradictory, but
it was just like I'm bored, but why is this happening?
I know.
It's like what are we doing here actually? And like but so he steps into the outhouse and
Hmm.
all of a sudden it's Dutch angle, which means it's slanted.
Hmm.
Um and black and white.
Very film noir like
Very
that.
film noir. And they have a secretary who is also a child.
Yes, and she's speaking into her
Yeah.
cup, her little can phone. Oh my gosh.
And
I'm like, confirmed, they are kids.
he's definitely there like I need to leave.
Yeah,
Also,
it's like,
oh, I wrote down oh wait, never mind, because they say their fees, but it's still really funny because I did write it down. But so then he meets Tim and other Tim who run this
hmm.
detective agency. No case too complicated.
Hmm.
And he's like, help me find this necklace, I guess. Their their fees are $2.99
Hmm.
plus expenses.
Hmm.
Throw in an energy drink.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all are
Uh,
undercharging. I'm saying they're undercharging because later on in the movie they do actually find information.
yeah,
I'm
they
like,
legit.
they actually do a great job.
Hmm. They're legit investigators.
Like, and whenever you run into them, it becomes a film noir and you're slanted.
And one of them is narrating the actions and the inner thoughts of the scene, and the other is just like, yeah, okay.
What was it? He was like, he looks like a robot who's shocked in the middle of bar mitzvah
Yeah,
or
or something like
something.
that.
He kept using bar mitzvah or something. Also, I
It was
couldn't tell because sometimes British accents kind of mess me up. But I'm like, I feel like one of them was specifically like American, and then the other one
yes,
was British.
yes, yes.
Okay,
The
because
one
I was
who was
like,
narrating legitimately was supposed to be East Coast American. Like, oh my gosh.
pay attention to detail. They're like, film noirs are American, which yeah, they are because it's like um the film noirs are like a response to um post-war
Yeah.
um shit
Mhm.
essentially, and like PTSD
Mhm.
and just how terrible it is,
Yeah.
because typically those movies don't have happy endings. So
Yeah. Very true.
I love me a good film noir though.
Me too. Me too.
I like that I took that class at AAU.
I I think I took a class that had some portion of noir, but I don't
Mm,
entirely remember it.
yeah.
I vaguely remember there was a film noir aspect to it.
Yeah, it was funny because I graduated, but then I had like one more like 3 credit thing,
Mhm.
and I just took that in the summer after.
You're just like, it counts, whatever.
I'm like, I already got the degree. I'm still gonna show up. I could have not showed up at all, and they would have just no. Actually, they might have not mailed me anything.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think they're just like, show up.
yeah, yeah.
It seemed like a good class, so
It was fun. The teacher was cool. Um, we basically just watched movies the whole
which
time.
is the best type of
I'm
class.
like, ooh, good times.
It's
Um, but yes, so Fletcher, I'm like,
mhm.
I keep cycling through the different names or just calling him protagonist.
Yeah.
He does all these things. He meets up with Faith again. And before he meets up with Faith, this is when actually even before that, he has like a dream. And it's like a weird dream sequence where he's like on a bus going
Mhm.
somewhere.
Yes.
It's like what's going on. But we do have Faith also having these weird dreams. And it's like her first our first view of the characters of Alan Moore's character of the
Mhm.
two comedians. And it's just like weird and clowns, and she's like, oh wait, I remember dancing with the dead guy.
Mhm.
As she like explains it to Steve,
Mhm.
or no, I think to her he calls himself Bob.
No, I think he was Steve. Oh, no, he was Bob. He was Bob because
And
that's
he's
the
like,
name he gave
for the
the
brother.
yes, that's the name he gave to the hospital reception to see the brother. So he was Bob.
To her.
Yeah, he was Bob to her at first.
Yes. At first.
At first.
And then I'm trying to remember. So she's explaining the dreams and everything, and like how there's these comedians there, and she's like, oh, they were popular during the 70s, and then something happened and they like
Yeah.
died in a fire or whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
And she's like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What's going on? And like we're like I was saying earlier, it's like his presence is kind of felt throughout because there's like the
Mhm.
insomnia man or whatever posters all around. There's the escapism
Yeah,
game
I noticed the escapism, even the not the first taxi driver, but the second one when he was driving, I forget what location he was driving to.
for the
But the
A cars.
no, the A car was the first guy. I'm talking about like the West African guy who was like an
Oh,
astrophysicist who also happened to be a cab driver.
yeah. Oh,
Which is like a trope.
crazy.
It's like a trope in and of itself because it's like a lot of people come to like Britain or America and they
Mm,
have like advanced degrees in their country, but like at least at the time, like America didn't always recognize those degrees. So you have these like genius level people driving cabs until they could get like an equivalent degree in America. And so you have these people who are like, yeah, I was running the cab driver, the second cab driver was like, I was running my simulation, and my friend's like, oh well, like so if we're in a simulation, like a nested simulation, somebody's probably come up with this before. And he's like, man, you're right. And I'm like, dude, this guy's a whole like theoretical physicist driving a cab, and I'm like, of course.
And that sucks. Like, what are we doing? I don't know what
I think
he's
it's
trying
gotten a
to
lot
do.
better, but that's still like a running trope. Like even I know people like that, you know, who they started off before they got like their advanced degree in like America, doing like some random job like a janitor or like a touch typist. That's a very generation specific job
Yeah.
nowadays, you know. You know, speed typing is not really a skill that is, you know, emphasized, even though
I gotta practice my typing
me
actually.
too. I've actually never mastered it because when we were growing up, there was this touch typing
Mm.
program that every time you mistyped, like a giant amoeba would like splat on the screen and go, "Ugh,"
Oh.
and it scared me so much. I was like in the first grade, so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, and
You're like,
I just
actually,
never
this
learned.
sucks.
I was
Um,
like, you know what? I just don't feel like doing it. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty good with the keyboard. It's just like incorporating the top number
Hmm.
into like typing. Not very good at. I love a number pad though.
Hmm. Yes.
I have like I can do that real
Yeah.
fast. But I'm like, I
I
gotta.
can type somewhat quickly. I just have to look at the keyboard.
Oh no. See, like I can
Yeah.
type without looking at the keyboard, but if I have to type a number while doing that too, I have
Hmm.
to look at the keyboard.
Yeah.
Unless I'm on the number pad, then I'm like,
And you're like, I got this.
I know where to rest my fingers and then do the rest. Um, but yeah, I just don't remember the numbers. And I'm like, now I gotta do those like typing speed tests again because I'm like,
I know.
how many words can I type in a minute?
I think I'm slightly below the average, but my accuracy is higher than average. I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm typing correctly. So,
Yeah, that's better than typing poorly but fast.
yeah,
Because then you have to go
true.
back and correct and everything.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm like, brush up on those skills, get into doing math problems, make
Yes.
sure this brain is working. Not gonna
Yes.
have myself rely on AI or whatever.
Yeah, we are no, well, I won't say no, because I'm sure the AI has creeped into our lives without us even recognizing it.
Ah,
But we're not actively seeking out AI services. We'll say it that way.
yes, 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 yes. And like I said, not here, but before it's like after I stopped using autocorrect, especially for
Mhm.
texting, I felt like I've been able to remember how to spell words better.
Yeah,
Because I was just like, I'll just let autocorrect do it. And I didn't even realize like that was years of me doing that instead of like trying to remember how to properly spell a word. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, I was already letting it
What
take.
am I doing?
What am I doing to with my life? Um, back to the show. Um, yeah, it's crazy. So then when they're hanging out, the journalist Faith
Mhm.
and Bob, as she knew him,
At
and she's like,
first,
and she's trying to like describe her dreams and
yeah.
everything. That's when she sort of picks up like, wait, why would you as a detective need to go to a different detective agency to
To
find
get
information?
information about your brother? Hmm. Curious.
Who are you really?
Yeah, she quickly figured out that he was not the main character, who was actually Fletcher, but at this point she knows him again as Bob.
Yeah.
Then she gives him a fake, she gives him his fake name, his second fake name, Steve.
Yes.
Yes. So, yes. So she's starting to figure out he's not who he says he is.
And at that point too, we already have him getting a call from some old guy who,
Hmm.
of course. He wanted to jump all the way up there. Um, of course. Some old guy who's like disgruntled and is just like, you better find this cross. And basically it's supposed to be like his daughter's cross, but she died because of James, and it's actually a family heirloom,
Mhm.
yada yada. Find the cross.
Where's the cross? Where's this necklace?
It's like,
I
why is this cross
recall
so important?
just
Yeah,
getting
literally. Where
progressively
is
more
it?
angry. Where's the cross? Where's the cross?
Literally. It's like, why is the cross so important to you? I
I
mean, yeah,
know.
like yes, okay, family heirloom, but why are you so aggressive?
Yeah, very aggressive. And when we eventually see the guy, he's like every other word is an F bomb. Every other
Yeah,
word
no,
is a
exactly.
curse word. Oh
Literally.
my
He's
gosh.
got his goons, which I'm
Yeah.
using. I'm not using the current definition of goon and gooning. Like, no,
Uh,
his henchmen.
yes, has henchmen. That's what we mean.
God. Like, oh no. The youth have taken our words.
No.
They've twisted them. They've made them something else. Completely
Yeah,
different.
something else.
Um, but I'm like, yeah, it's like this movie is so dense. Like there's so many different things going on, but it doesn't feel like it drags on or anything like that.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
that it's too rushed, or it's not even rushed at all. Like the passage of time and the transition between scenes, it's like just enough for you to be like, okay, this story beat is wrapped up. We're moving on to the next, or it's just
yeah.
seamless. You're like, oh, okay.
And it's like I was
It's
watching
very
it on Tubi.
smooth. Yes,
Yeah,
good
like we
old
watched it on
Tubi,
Tubi. Tubi, this
Tubi.
isn't an ad. But like I watched the majority of it, but then I ended up falling asleep.
Mhm,
So I had to watch the rest of it on a second day. But it still didn't
mhm.
feel like it wasn't like, oh god, that movie was so long. And
Wasn't
now I have
Battlefield
to
Earth.
watch the oh god.
I'll bring that up again. It wasn't Battlefield Earth.
At least
It
you
took me
have
three
your
times to
goal.
get through that movie.
I'm I don't like what even happens in that movie.
There are parts of that movie where I legitimately blank it out completely. Like the first time I watched the movie, I fell asleep. No, the first two times,
Yeah,
and
no,
we
we
were
both fell
roommates.
asleep.
We
Yeah.
both fell asleep. But it was like the
And on
same
the
part.
floor.
I,
We fell asleep on the floor.
on the
It
floor.
it
That's how
knocked us
boring it
out.
was.
It knocks us out, literally. And
Yes,
we fell
it
asleep at
knocked
the
us out.
same part
And then we well, and then
twice.
we I think we woke up, and then they were in fighter planes. And it's like, wait, huh?
Yes. Yes. Oh,
But this isn't about Battlefield Earth. Sorry, I keep on bringing it up.
I just remember how a different movie we fell asleep on is the Watchmen movie.
Oh yeah,
I was like, why was
I had
that?
watched that movie before though, so
Okay, but I hadn't,
oh yeah, I
and I
remember
haven't,
it was.
and I haven't watched the rest of it. But I did watch
Eventually,
the
you'll watch it again.
HBO. I did watch the HBO Max show, and that was really good.
Mhm.
Actually, it
Okay, I didn't watch the show.
was really
Well,
good.
actually, I did, but I didn't watch the Watchmen show. Let me specify.
Very different.
Yeah.
But the Watchmen show was more like a continuation rather than trying to
Oh,
rehash
rehash
the
it.
comic.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, the Watchmen in universe, but now we're gonna skip into the present. If we think
Mm.
of the Watchmen as like stuff that happened in the 80s, essentially 80s,
Hmm.
90s.
Hmm.
And at first, you're kind of like, because it is
Yeah.
following like um a cop essentially. I'm like, oh well, I don't know. Like, I like my detective stuff, but I need at least a little one more layer of like
Yeah.
separation from police.
Hmm.
Like, at least with a detective, they're plain clothes, and it's like
Hmm.
they're like more of a persona or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, I'm like, gosh, why can't I remember her name? But she ends up being like a vigilante.
Ooh, the main actress.
Who's a cop
Right.
and then also like a vigilante. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we do get he's knocking down stuff. Um, oh, and I keep typing in this thing on accident and exiting out on accident. There we go.
It happens. Technology and life has a mind of its own.
Everything keeps falling. Regina King. Look,
Oh, nice,
I remembered without looking it up. Look at that
nice.
memory. Regina King is playing the main character in this.
Mhm.
And then we do have some like um Ozzy Mendez, I think, whatever the hell his name is.
Ozymandias or whatever. I don't even know how
Yeah,
to say his name.
there's like a weird bit with him because he's like stuck on some other planet or something.
Oh yeah, he was on the
And,
planet.
and he's like trying to escape essentially. And he's older, of course.
Mhm.
And we're just like, oh, where's Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah, I was just about to say, is he still one with the universe? Oh
It
snap!
was interesting how they did that. I don't want to. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay. No spoilers. No
I'm like, it
spoilers. No
came out years
spoilers.
ago, but I'm like,
No
I
spoilers.
don't want to, yeah. By going back to the
Back to
show,
the show.
I
Another
was like,
Alan Moore.
we're talking similar Alan Moore properties.
Yes.
We're getting back.
We're getting back
Um,
to it.
so finally, when she confronts him about who he is and his real identity, because she's like, you understand what's going on with me, and at that point,
Hmm.
they had a shared experience of like
Hmm.
they were in a dream that wasn't a dream, but it felt like reality. And even him experience Becky wearing a similar thing that
Hmm.
Faith saw a woman wear in her dream, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, things are connected, things are
Yeah.
happening.
Like something's going on.
He's like, tell me who you are. Like, I want to trust you. You're the only person that is also experiencing this. I need someone on my side, but I need you to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And then he calls himself an exit technician.
Exit technician. Basically, hired killer specifically against killers or like people who do,
People are bad because
yes, people who are bad.
he doesn't go after women or children.
Hmm.
He has a he has his own code that he follows. That's why there's all
Hmm.
the like faith-based things that he carries.
Hmm.
And we're hinted at how he kills people because
Yes.
she's like who kills people with stones or whatever. And actually Tim and other Tim, they
Hmm.
observe his hand
Hmm.
and they ask him like, "Oh, what do you use?" And it's like that's also a hint at like he uses something that even a kid would recognize from just like
Yeah.
his
They understand.
yeah, but it's also like that was them, showing off their detective
Very good
abilities,
detectives.
right? I'm like, okay, Tim, another Tim. So funny. It's so
Was
silly.
funny.
Um, I'm like, okay, because let me look at the time. We're making good time. I feel like
We're making good time.
we're getting to the middle of the movie. We can get into
Yes.
like the climax of it and sort of
Hmm.
wrap up because I'm like with our little tangents, but that's the point of the
I
show.
know, sorry.
No, no, no. That's the whole point of the show. We go on tangents. It's not really scripted. There is a
Hmm.
structure, of course. We're following it. We're on task.
Good.
Um, but yes, so now that they're on the same page, he knows he's an exit technician.
Hmm.
He has a dream where he then meets Alan Moore's character.
Oop.
And it's my favorite. I love it.
'Cause he's almost like this mysterious god of another world. He
Yeah,
of how ominous he is. Like he literally his hair and his
his deep
makeup, his beard is
voice.
shaped like a moon, like a crescent moon.
Great. And he's sitting on a crescent moon, playing a ukulele or whatever, playing the song about me and Mr. Moon up to their window while Fletcher is watching over Faith while she's
Mhm.
dreaming. And they have this conversation. And it's like he's like, "Oh yeah, the blonde or whatever." Like they don't even know
Yeah,
her
he
name.
poor fish. She doesn't even get a name. She's like, yeah, 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 the blonde. Yeah,
And
that
she's
one.
like, and she said, "So I'm just like a bit part? Like I'm not even that important? You assholes."
Like, well, I'm just a background character. Like, really?
But it's like we find out that the whole point of Faith, because I think when I was initially watching it, like the first time, I was like, "Oh, is that dream state more of like a weird purgatory?" And it's
Yeah.
like for people who are bad but not that bad that they go to hell,
Mhm, mhm.
and it's just like a waiting. Oh no, you're lagging.
Oh, am I lagging now?
Not as much.
Okay, am I still lagging?
Still lagging. We can pause.
Okay.
Try to just move. It's like kind of better, but not really. Am I lagging?
You were, but you're not currently.
Okay, you're good too, actually.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, it's like I thought it was like a purgatory or something,
Mhm.
or like a waiting room,
Yeah.
that would be a terrible waiting room. But
I know they're like torturing them in court.
yeah, torturing them in court, being forced to like dance with some randoms that you've never met before.
Mhm.
Um, people
Being
are
harassed by clowns,
oh my god, the
like
clowns.
really bad comedians.
Yes, 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 yes. It's like, what are this is awful. Are you sure this isn't hell?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I
Um,
kinda like clowns, but not if they're bad comedians.
yeah, oh my
Not
god.
if they're bad comedians.
No bad comedian clowns. Um, but yeah, so basically from his character, which I'm like, where's my notebook? Of course it fell. I think I wrote down
Alan
his
Moore's
name.
character,
Oh well, I'm just trying to go by his name instead of calling him Alan Moore.
yeah, fair
Um,
enough.
did I write it down?
I don't remember his name either. I was so distracted by his moon-shaped hair. I was just like, "Moon Man, Mr. Moon."
Yeah, yeah, because yeah, moon-shaped hair. I think I have.
It's
Yeah, I can just look up the cast. Frank.
Frank.
He has a full name, but we'll go by with Frank. So Alan
Yes.
Moore's character, Frank,
Mhm,
tells Fletcher that faith is basically a way to get the word out about this crazy world because they're trying to get more people
mhm.
in there and like capture more people. And so we do see that James is there, like he's actually stuck there, like he's
Yeah.
dead in our reality, but he's alive in this one. And then
Yes.
we also find out that essentially they use dark magic to create this space,
Mhm.
right? And so they also say that they kind of want to get Fletcher too because he's not that great of a person, but really truly they want the person that hired him.
Yes. Yes. They're like, we'll take you, but we're really after the guy who's looking for the necklace." And mind you, when Frank and Steve, who's really Fletcher, are having this conversation, it looks like a backstage room, like his dressing room.
Yes, because he's getting
And
ready for the
the
show.
show, the actual show that the movie the show is named after. But you
Mhm.
see the necklace, the very necklace
Yes.
that Fletcher's looking for. But you can tell it's just like a tool,
Yep.
like he says to Fletcher, to lure him in.
Yep. Mhm. And then of course Frank is just like, "Oh, I know where it is in real life. I know where it is, but I'm
Mhm,
not going to tell you.
mhm,
Not going to tell you."
mhm.
So then yeah, he awakens from that, and then both Faith and him go to the comedy house
Yes.
that Frank and his duo partner
Yeah.
used to hang out at,
Mhm.
but come to find out that place was burned down.
Yep. It was burned down.
And I think just like the Philosopher's Stone, they needed, the fire and like the people who died in it
Yeah.
and all of that to go towards the dark magic to create the
Mhm.
realm. Because essentially in the dream world, it is that space, it is that
Yeah.
comedy house,
Mhm.
but fully um, you know, like actually in working order,
Yeah.
not burned down. Even though again
Like
in
they
Faith's dream.
transferred that to
Hmm.
this other dimension, basically.
Exactly.
Like Full Metal Alchemist, you got to do a 1-for-1 trade type of thing.
Exactly. Exactly. And if we think about Alan Moore in real life talking about fourth dimensional and fifth dimensional beings,
It's like, oh,
it's like, oh, okay, you're playing around with this idea a lot. I see.
we see you. We see you. We
He's
see
somewhere out
you.
there gonna watch this and be like, they know, they see me. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
And I think after he meets up with, I mean Fletcher meets up with Frank, the backstage
Yeah,
after Frank's performance, Moon performance, Fletcher finds out more information about the man who hired him and that he lied. And
yes,
I
they get more
think,
information about the
yeah,
necklace, and that's when Faith's like, "Who are you really?"
yeah, exactly.
But kind of skipped over another character who was also my favorite, which was the Baron, who um they they use he him pronouns, but they looked like a
Oh,
oh
yes.
wait, sorry,
I
sorry.
forgot.
No, yeah, the Baron John
Baron.
Conqueror.
I forgot the Baron.
Yes, who's a
I
drug
thought that scene
dealer.
was kind of cool.
I was like, I
The only
love
thing
that
I did,
scene.
the only thing I was like, why is that random lady drugged up on this side of the throne? That was the only thing I was like,
It
okay.
was weird.
I guess she was just like channeling
She
a,
was.
yes, she was channeling a different timeline. So she needed to be there.
Yes, because we later on, Fletcher is in that dream sequence and he hears ringing, and we hear her voice again being like, "Won't someone answer the phone?"
Yeah. And
So
she
she's like
alluded to that
guiding
when
him.
all of them met.
Yes, and like John Conqueror, the Baron, was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
you need her." So she probably would have been a guide for them in the
Yeah.
dream reality, but
Yeah.
he was like, "No, that's
It's like,
okay,"
no, because I
because he's
think
broke.
he
No, I'm joking.
assumed. I think he assumed like he's like, oh, I'm not looking for those services. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because even though the Baron is a drug dealer, the drugs
mhm.
he sells are like just shaman blends. Like
Yeah,
they're like more like spiritual stuff that people get high, but it's like to a higher being.
yeah, it's like some Philip K. Dick stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say the spice, but that's not something.
Yo, no, well that too. Frank Herbert would have been better. Yes, some Frank Herbert Dune stuff, some
Yeah,
spicy blends
it elevates their spiritual practices.
to a
She
whole
was,
nother dimension.
yep, because she was. Yeah. No, I love that scene. That was great. And he only ran into the Baron because they were also a witness to James getting killed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the bouncer in the club thought that the Baron might have been the one to do it because
But the
he
Baron
does
was
get
just like,
violent.
no, I just saw him on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I think that's like the main like cast of characters, but like I was like,
Mhm.
we can't gloss over the Baron. They were
Yeah.
badass. I love them. And they're like a voodoo shaman person. I was like, love them. He's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. But but yeah, so then that's when Faith confronts him officially because at this point he does get the information from Tim and other Tim, who Becky was freaked out over because she was like, "Can you go check on that man? That man's been standing there all day in the alleyway." And he's
It's
like,
literally two
"Oh,"
kids on each other's shoulders,
in a
literally.
trench coat.
Yeah, in a trench coat. So they appear to be a grown man, a very
Yeah.
lumpy looking grown man, but
And then Tim narrates, and then I swivel my tiny body or whatever over to the
no, he's
left.
like, and then I swivel my lower half
Yes,
to.
there we go.
He's like, swivel my lower half. Oh, sorry.
So
Oh
good.
my gosh.
It's like there's
Sorry.
definitely a lot of funny moments in this movie. Like
Yes,
it keeps you active. And
it's
then
true.
so we're getting into the climax finally where Fletcher is like, they don't really want me and they don't really want you. They want the guy that wants to cross.
Yeah.
And we find out that the guy that wants to cross was actually someone that killed a bunch of people. And
Hmm.
he was married to the woman that died. That wasn't actually his daughter.
It was
And
his. Yes, yeah,
it
that
was
was
his
his like,
wife.
new wife.
Yeah, new young wife.
Yeah. The flashback or the dream sequence where he where she was on the morgue table or the hospital bed rather
Mm,
was so awkward because the guy who we found out later
yes.
was hiring Fletcher was like kissing this young woman is like moo, moo, and it was like so slimy. I'm like, ew, oh my gosh. And then so it made sense when we find out later that that's his very young wife.
Who knew about his past, but he
Hmm.
was abusive to her and she
Hmm.
threatened him and she was going to actually run away with James.
Hmm.
And they both as a duo stole the cross because that was leverage for one.
Yep.
And for two, it's worth a lot of money.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But he's the one that killed her.
Yep. The hired the guy who's hiring Fletcher is the one that killed his daughter that wound up being his actual wife that was trying to
Exactly.
escape with James. Trying to pin it on the man who died via pineapple
Falling?
and staircase.
Yeah, like an accident actually. And he had the cross on him in the club, but
Yeah.
at some point it just left him.
Hmm.
So basically, Fletcher calls him up and he's like, I got the cross, but honestly, I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
To sort of bait the guy into showing up so that they could essentially trick him into getting into that other realm so they could be
Hmm.
left alone,
Yeah.
essentially. And the dude shows up, of course, with his goons. Like I
Hmm.
said, goon as
Cussing every other
henchmen.
word.
Yes, cussing every other word, being an asshole. They use Faith as like a bait, but then the
Hmm.
dude realizes like you might be with him.
I think he knew from the beginning, but he was playing coy, give her
I think he
false
was like
hope.
90-10 about it.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
mostly knew it, but he wasn't. He was like, "I'm gonna take her, and it'll be great," but I'm not sure because he said that was
Part
too
of me
easy.
Yeah, and part of me also thinks he was just being an ass,
Yeah,
honestly.
no, yeah, no, no. But also, he was like, "That was too easy. You gave me that information too easily.
Yeah, fair
Something's
enough.
up.
Fair
Something's
enough.
up."
Maybe he's a good detective too. Ooh.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, so he has her as a hostage, and then this is when
Mhm.
we finally find out how Fletcher works as an exit um
Technician.
technician. He uses a slingshot,
Yep, which is epic.
and Stone like
Mhm.
balls as his like
Yep,
weapon. So
which
he's untraceable.
exactly.
He's untraceable.
Exactly. When I saw him
It's
with this slingshot, I was like, I automatically went to James Jan, his slingshot, his slingshot character.
yes, 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 yes. James Jean. Why is he so cool? And we're not talking
I
about
know.
James Bean, who's an actor. We're talking about James Jean, who's an
The
illustrator,
artist, illustrator
artist.
artist. Awesome.
That he did the artwork for Shape of Water.
Yes. Uh, he also did the Black Parade, the Skull guy. Black
I didn't
Parade.
know that.
Yeah. I saw I actually listened to it. I know it's tangent, but I listened to an old interview that James Jan did with another one of his artist friends.
Mhm.
And that's when I learned. I'm like, and that's and then I saw like a picture on Instagram. This was like maybe 10 years ago at this point,
Oh my god,
probably
yeah.
well, almost 10 years ago. And then I saw a picture of Gerard Way and James Jan. I'm like, now it makes sense. He's the artist behind the skull guy from the Black Parade.
Oh,
'Cause
that's so
he
cool.
mentioned My Chemical Romance, and I'm like, what?
You're
I
like,
remember
wait a minute.
listening to the interview, like, wait, what? Wait, as if I could not like you anymore. Okay.
He's great. But
And
also
then
it's like,
yeah,
see,
sorry.
I know he did like a Guillermo del Toro, another Guillermo del
Yes,
Toro.
Pinocchio,
There we go.
Pinocchio, which I wanted that so bad. I did not have the money, but I wanted that Pinocchio print so bad.
And My Chemical Romance is like releasing something. They're being
Oh,
mysterious. I don't know what they're doing, but they're being mysterious and like
oh my
posting.
gosh.
And I'm like, oh, what just happened?
Oh, can you see? Is
Yes.
everything okay?
It
Okay.
just switched to like me. It was weird. The camera's changed. I'm like, it's getting dark in my room. That's
Oh
okay.
no, do you want to turn on the light or no?
Yeah, let me do that actually. I'm like, I do have a light. I can do that.
Temporary break?
Yeah, I'll just edit this out. Oh my god, lighting change.
Yay, lighting.
But yeah, I'm like, they're being suspicious.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance is being suspicious. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I did want to
Jumping
go
everywhere.
see them. I'm like, please, just
Please.
release new music. I don't need to see the Black Parade a second
Again and
time.
again.
Or, I mean, for my birthday, that would be fun, but I don't. The
That would have
tickets
been
are
fun.
expensive. The tickets are expensive.
Yeah. I was so tempted, like I said, to buy 2 tickets for me and you, but I was like, I do not have
And I saw them perform it last year
true.
when we were Young Fest. So I'm like,
It seems so epic. Ugh.
he sounded really good.
And I love when you showed me the video, I was like, this looks so cool.
There were really cool visuals. And I'm like, I doubt they're going to change it up that much.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that would be expensive. But also, um, because I remember when the Black Parade actually came out
Mhm.
and his vocals, his live vocals,
They were not
were
good. My
not
friend from high
good.
school, way back in the day, I remember she told me she ranted after, because we were in high school, but she ranted like the weekend after, like, don't ever see My Chemical Romance in concert. They suck. Gerard Way's voice is horrible because he was like a chain smoker at the time.
He was
So
smoking heavily.
he was smoking all the time. So it's like he's awful. He can't even. I mean, mind you, we were in high school, so we were
Yeah, yeah.
very passionate. He was like, "Don't ever see them live. He sucks." I remember that rant like yesterday. Oh my gosh! And I was like, "Oh my god, really?"
Yeah, because it's like I wanted to see them when they were initially a group before the breakup.
Yeah,
But I remember
that
watching
was
the live
they were not good.
performances,
They were not good
and I
during that time.
remember when the Black Parade came out and they did the first performance of Welcome to the Black Parade, and I was like,
Yeah,
am I hearing this
it's like no offense. It's like Lana Del Rey in the early days. Like she could not keep on note at all. Like people would look at her like, "What are you doing?"
correct? Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, I kind of want to learn like stage singing.
yeah, because it's different. You have
It's
to have the
very different.
earpiece because you need to hear yourself. Because it's very difficult to sing on note without
Yeah,
hearing yourself. So you need something
that
looping your
makes
own
sense.
audio in your ear. Yeah,
But also, it's like there's like the stamina that goes into it,
that's
but
true.
also the fact that you're performing at such a level, such a high level,
Yep.
multiple shows a week,
Yep. Yep.
and
Yep.
you're still up here, right? Like
Yep.
someone who is just like a regular artist, someone that's not the same skill level. And I remember I forgot what um musician who then pivoted to doing Broadway brought
Mhm.
this up, but essentially they
Was it
said
the
that
was it the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls?
it might have been, yeah, because she's
Nicole's
on Broadway right now. Yeah,
yeah.
it might have been her or another artist, but I remember the person talking about how like singing on Broadway sort of
Mhm.
like reshaped how they sung,
Yeah.
and they
It's
sing so much like better now than they
'cause
initially
they
did.
very emphasize the breathing techniques. I'm not the
Mhm.
biggest fan of musical theater unless it's Phantom of the Opera. You already know. Um,
Which it is
but
going on tour
this
again.
I am so happy to hear that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
We
I was
gotta
like,
see it. We gotta see it in New York.
yes, okay, we'll plan that trip because we got to go to
Yes.
Vegas again,
Yes. We
and
gotta see it in New York.
yeah, yeah, because
We
I'm
gotta
like,
eat a slice of pizza at the Statue of Liberty with our I Heart NYC t-shirts. Most
Jesus
stereotypical. Oh, and then we
Christ.
gotta make sure we take a picture by the taxi. Yeah, I love
Oh
New
my God. Jesus Christ. We're gonna go to the Empire State Building?
York. Yes, yes.
Oh
Of
my God.
course.
I'm like, Times Square, of course.
Of course.
Yes. I
The
think it's
subway so we
kind
can
of,
see the rats. Just
yeah, the rats
kidding.
are a big part of it. The rats are a big part of
Just kidding.
it. Oh, New York. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm like,
It's
it's
like,
fun
well,
to do touristy stuff, but it's also like, this is a
we gotta
city.
do exactly. We gotta do like touristy stuff, get that out of the way. Maybe like the first day or two, we waste our time on that, and then we do the real stuff.
Yeah, because I'm like, I've been to New York a few times, so.
I never have.
So from the East Coast, and I have family
That's
in New
true.
Jersey.
That's true.
So it's like I saw the Twin Towers
Wow.
before.
Wow. Real
Yeah,
East Coast. Like, oh my gosh.
yeah. Like I saw the Twin Towers in 2001.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's how you know we're millennials.
yeah.
We're
I'm
like
like, I literally
slightly
have.
tail endish. We're like in between core and tail end. So we're like
Mm,
right in the middle.
it's so weird because it's like older millennial is almost like Gen
Older
X,
millennials like 40 something.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Like the
still a
youngest
baby.
millennial is like
No, I'm joking.
28 or 29.
Yeah. Basically my
So we're
younger
definitely on the
brother.
tail end. Sorry, what were
Mhm.
you saying? Sorry, didn't
Oh,
mean
I
to
said
cut you.
basically my younger brother because he's
Yeah,
97.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
20. I'm like, how old am I?
You're like, "Hey,
uh,
wait, what is my age?"
yeah, he's 28. There we go. Because he's 4 years
Yeah,
younger than me. And I'm like, but he was just a little child.
I know. I feel the same way about my siblings. I was like, I literally remember a world before you were born.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not that far in age. Like, I have one brother who's like, we're like this close in age. We're pretty much the same age. And then another who's like a few years younger than us. Not even
Hmm.
5 years, though. So it's like we're all within a 5 year period of time. But he's technically a Zoomer, older Zoomer. I know. He ain't part of our club.
Get over there, Zoomer. But yeah, no, it's like I literally have a photo of me and my dad and the Twin Towers in the
Oh,
background.
wow. That's iconic for a multitude of reasons. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, like I literally was like, unpacking and stuff. It's like, found these photos that he sent me like forever
Yeah.
ago. And it's like literally in the
Wow.
background.
Oh, the
And
world
it's
has
like,
changed.
I remember going there because we went for me to visit family up there for my
Mhm.
birthday. So it was the summer of 2001.
Wow.
And I remember taking the photos and everything. Like I took a photo of the Twin Towers. It was a really nice photo, and I don't have it anymore, of
Oh
course.
no.
Um, and that was like, and then when 9/11 happened, that was like my first sort of like understanding like loss and
Yeah,
like the power of photographs and like
yeah.
this thing that existed in this
S-
picture
Yeah.
is no longer here, you know?
Wow. Photographs are powerful. Okay,
Yeah. No,
seriously.
I mean yeah, I'm like that was one of the big things of like me wanting to get into photography.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought I wanted to be a photojournalist. I'm like, no,
You're like
no.
just the photo part, not the journalist part.
Yeah. Like I love taking nature photography and stuff, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no, portraits are cool.
Yes.
And now, the pivot to, you know, videography and
Yes.
film and everything. So,
Awesome. Yeah, sorry,
speaking
I
of
totally
film,
started that tangent because of James Jean.
well,
My fault.
technically, I had to get up and change and turn the light on. But going back to a film we were talking about,
Film, yes. Because we're almost done. We're actually
we
almost done with the
we're like at the tail end. So basically, Fletcher. Oh no. Faith is kidnapped. As a
yes.
recap, Faith is kidnapped essentially by the old creepy guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is his name?
Cusses every other word.
Gus is every other word. I brought up My Chemical Romance because I was trying to figure out what was going on. Patsy?
I think his name was something
Bleeker.
like that.
Bleeker. Patsy Bleeker.
Bleeker. Patrick Bleeker.
Patsy Bleeker
Yes.
is what it's telling me. And you're right, her name is Becky.
See, I remembered her name.
Mm-hmm.
Becky.
Mm-hmm. One of the boys is just called Tim One.
Wow.
It's hella funny. But yeah, so Bleeker. I think they were just calling him Bleeker.
Yeah.
Bleeker has faith,
Mhm.
and um, he Bleeker gets his like henchman to go find Fletcher, and they're in this like sort of um like a garage or something. It's a weird liminal space.
Yeah, it's like exactly liminal space. We'll just call it that. Hmm.
It's like there's pillars, places, it looks dirty on the
Yeah.
ground. but
It's
there's
like
no
a
cars really.
warehouse loading
But
dock.
it was like a alley that then
It's a
becomes
lot
like
of
a
things.
bigger. Yeah, exactly. And so, and I think it's dark too because Fletcher
Hmm.
brings up after the fact. Well, actually, no. He's using his slingshot to take out the henchmen. You don't
Hmm.
even hear anything. He's just
Yep.
all of a sudden there's just a thud on the
Yep.
ground,
And he's
and
like calling his henchmen, the Bleeker's calling his henchmen by name. He's like, I don't remember their name. We'll just call him Tim. No, not Tim. There's too many Tims in this movie. Uh, we'll call henchman one like Don. Don, are you there? Don. He's already dead. He's dead.
no, he's dead on the ground actually.
Yeah, dead on
He's
the
already
ground.
gone. And then, of course, Fletcher is trying to tell Bleecker, like, oh, she means nothing to me. That's just a random girl, woman. And
Just
of
let her
course,
go. Like whatever.
Faith's like, how dare you? I trusted you. And then Bleeker's like, haha, I knew it. You were with him. It's like, come on, Faith.
I know, Faith. Come on.
Obviously, he's trying to do a fake out so he can get you to be released.
Yeah.
But whatever. But Fletcher, being the marksman that he
Mhm.
is able to shoot Bleecker with his slingshot.
After he says something to her that gets her to duck, because I think it's a reference
Where's
to a
Faith
previous
gone?
conversation. Yeah, where has the faith gone? And then so she ducks. That's like their code. I guess she like, oh, she's like, I think it's because they originally hatched a plan
Yep,
when to lure Bleeker out.
yep.
So like you said earlier, so Bleeker could be taken to this other world, so the two of them could be left alone. So
Hmm.
they discussed when they were making their plans that, oh, we need to get them to shoot at each other or like attack each other, and then we duck. So there was like a reference to that conversation. And so when he
Exactly.
said, "Oh, where's the faith gone?" and she's like, "Oh, that's my cue," and so she ducks,
Literally ducks and he
and then he
shoots.
takes a shot.
Yep. But it's so funny because when, she's when he meets up with her, he's like, were you using a silencer? And he pulls out his slingshot. And she's like, how did you even make that shot? It's so dark. And he's like, well, my eyes were closed. I was like, oh my God, this guy. And then to kind of go back to the librarian, who's also this vigilante hacker, this whole
Who's
time
tracking? Yes.
He's tracking
Yeah.
Fletcher and he's texting Fletcher like, I know what you've done, all this stuff, kind of threatening him, sends him a
Yeah.
lightning bolt text.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Like he's sending him pictures. I know what you did in Mexico. This is your work. All the dead. He's sending him pictures of various dead, the bodies of the people he's taken out.
with him walking away and
Hmm.
everything like that. And so the hacker guy is like in the security cams and he listens into what Fletcher is telling to Faith and he
Yeah,
realizes that Fletcher and him are kind of on the
the
same.
same mission. Yeah, on the
Yeah,
same page.
like yes, he's killing, but
Hmm.
he doesn't kill children, he doesn't kill women because he works from a code.
Yeah,
He only goes after bad people,
yeah.
right? And then so we kind of in the background have it where this hacker who is a vigilante, he's
Uh-huh.
like, I'm not going to go after Fletcher, and kind of
Yep,
erases all
yep.
the
You can see him literally
information.
hacking. He's like, hack, eliminate footage or whatever,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
I'm like, press enter."
And he does.
Then he does.
So now we Fletcher has this like hacker on his side who can
Hmm.
erase him and make it so he's unable to be found
Yep, yep.
because he
He's
can't
never
go back
there.
to Mexico because whatever happened there. Um, and then so we kind of so the librarian part gets resolved because it's like, oh,
Mhm,
this hacker guy, he was trying to go after Fletcher and now he's on Fletcher's side. And like you
mhm.
always have to have a tech guy, you know?
Exactly.
It's always got to be a tech person. And then Fletcher gets Bleeker right in the eyeball
Yep.
with the slingshot, and we get the scene where Bleeker is kind of freaked out, and he's like, "You're that comedian," and he's like being moved through the camera, moved through the hallway, and he's got the thing in his eye because that's where he got
Hmm.
shot, and he's freaked out,
It's like, where am I?
and
Oh,
Frank
I
is
thought I was
welcoming
dead.
him
Yeah, it's
to the show.
the show. And then you see the name of the club that burned down.
Exactly.
I think it's called King's James
Yes,
something.
Kingsley or something.
King James or Kingsley something club.
Yeah.
Like,
And then that's
oh,
and then that's the end of the movie.
and then it says the show. Damn.
What
I
a
love
movie.
it.
It's so good.
It felt like a show condensed in a movie.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
many story beats and just the different transitions and just even the way that the characters were portrayed was very like well written show, charming vibe. But like
Mhm.
some people try to make characters charming like in movie shows and it's just grating on the nerves after a while.
Because
But
you can't do it too soon, too early.
yeah,
Like, I gotta know why I love this character. You can't make
exactly.
me love this character. You gotta build up
Exactly.
to it. He's gotta be, like a little ditzy. Just a little something. Like, humanize him, but also make him like a badass.
Hmm.
Whatever. I'm like, Fletcher's using a fucking slingshot to kill people. Like,
Which is awesome.
very cool. Doesn't even need to have his eyes open.
Does he even need eyes?
Do you want lunch?
Do you want lunch? That's a Battlefield Earth reference.
There we go. I was trying to remember. It was you can't even spell your name because of the way
Oh
you
my
said
god.
because of the way you said doesn't even
Does he
need to
even
have
need
his eyes
eyes?
open. Yeah, the way you said that reminded me of that. I was like, Battlefield Earth, man.
What a movie. For a completely different reason than why the show is a movie that we actually
Yes.
enjoy.
Watch it on Tubi. Watch
Yes,
it on Tubi.
Tubi! Tubi!
Tubi's so good. I don't know if they have like a where you can do no ads.
When I watch on Tubi personally, I don't know if it's just because of the iPad or it depends on the device, but when I watch, the ads don't really play. Like they play, but it's like a second, and it's like all the ads play quickly, and then the movie continues. So it doesn't
That
even
wasn't
really
for
disrupt the
me. It
movie. Oh, that's not with you? Dang.
was like 2 minutes worth of movie of trailer
Wow.
of commercials every like 20 minutes.
Wow. Yeah,
Which
for me, it's like there were
if you
ad
wanted the
breaks.
show to feel like not a movie but a TV show, that's
I
perfect.
mean, yeah. I
It's
don't know.
perfect.
Maybe try your iPad. Maybe
I
there's
was
like a
on a tablet.
built-in. Oh dang. Maybe I have a special setting. I don't know.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it.
Whatever I did, I won't mess with it.
Don't do anything.
Yes, I won't do anything.
But it's a good movie. Definitely check it out.
Yes.
Alan Moore
Very
did
much so.
that.
Check it out.
Like,
Yes, and I hope he does it again.
yeah, no, I'm like, please make more. The budget wasn't crazy. So it was him. He wrote it, of course. Um, he was working with another guy. His name was Mitch Jenkins.
Mhm.
What else has he done? I don't recognize the other stuff he's done. But of course, he's also British, I think. Let me not
You're like
just
he's
say that.
Canadian.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh, this was his directorial debut.
Oh, that's
Mitch
pretty
Mitch Jenkins.
cool. I think he did a good job. So Good job. Good job, Jenkins.
Sorry, I read that wrong. There was a different movie.
Oh,
There was a different
well,
movie.
regardless, even this, if this wasn't your first movie, good job.
But he is besties with Alan Moore.
Nice,
We're gonna have
nice.
to find. Okay, so his directorial debut is a short called Act of Faith.
Oh,
That that came from the friendship between him and Alan Moore.
oh,
We're gonna have
okay.
to we're gonna have to figure out where that is.
Yes,
Because I'm like, it looks interesting for another time.
yes, for another time.
Um, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Is there anything else we could say? It's a great film.
Mm, that's timed well, paced well. Well, I guess that's the same.
Cinematography was fun.
Yes, the characters actually were really funny, and there was a variety of them, so you weren't having like, I don't know, every character was distinct.
Yes. And the
I don't know,
bouncer's name was Elton.
Elton.
Oh, and then there's reference to someone being a mega fan of the comedians who had
Elton's mother.
archived. Yes, and we did get a little clip of her working on
Yes,
her little website. And this is
yes,
how we see Alan Moore's character Frank with his comedy duo
yes.
doing their little thing because she's watching them on her TV.
Yep, I liked the movie. I liked it.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I wish there was more of the Frank character though.
Yeah,
I want more Moon Guy.
me and Mr. Moon with his deep voice, raspy
Very deep
voice.
voice.
He's so cool. Okay, so I think that's it
Yes, that
for the
is it.
pod. How can people find you?
You can check out my art Instagram. I do need a post on it because it's been a while. It's Aya RT, so that's AYAARTI, and that's also the name of my YouTube channel, which I
Ooh,
still need to upload to. So but if you want to subscribe, oh, and
preemptively.
preemptively, that would be great. I do have a few old videos on there of some art process videos, but I will be eventually uploading more, and it maybe eventually posting on Instagram again.
One day.
Yes, one day.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, you can find the pod archive at nwwitapod.com, Instagram, V underscore noir underscore, and on TikTok, V underscore noir, noir with a E. And that's going to be all for this week. Bye.
Yes. Goodbye.
I'm just going to stop the recording.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Stop.